Good morning everybody. It's a very sunny but cold 27th of April Saturday morning. What I'm going to be doing this morning is I've decided I'm going to do that last bed, dig it over, get the weeds out and get it ready for me kale. Now I'm going to put a few spring onions in the same bed, so I hope I'm doing right by doing that, but I need the space, so yeah, and I like spring onions, so I'm going to add some spring onion seeds in later on, well, sometime this weekend anyway. Right, there's bed 5. That's got me onions and my beetroot in. They're already in. In this one here, I don't know if you can actually see them, but I've actually got my cabbage in. Cabbage is in that one. This is now the bed I'm actually going to weed and dig over. It has been dug over once, so the frost has gone at it, so going to dig it over, rake it out, level it, and maybe tomorrow or late on this afternoon even, put the kale in. Right, as you can see, bed 3 all prepared, dug it up. It was quite easy actually, because I'd done it actually about, well, November. Let the frost get at it, I dug it all over and it's broke up, and as you say, the frost does break it up. It was absolutely brilliant to dig. Just got all the weeds out, and I think it was about November when I used to, clean the chickens out. I used to put all the muck onto here about November, so it's rotted well in now. It's dug in, you can't even see it, and I would imagine that'll be good for the plants, what I'm going to put in. So all I've got to do now is get my kale in, which I'll do that later on. Preparing my pots for my tomatoes. I've washed them all, and I'm going to now make a mix. I'm going to make a mix of of my compost, which I've rotted down with some straw, chippings, chicken droppings, and all other bits of grass and stuff that I've rotted away over the year from last year, and I'm going to mix it with the compost I got from B&Q, multi-purpose compost. I'll half and half it in each of these little buckets. It's worked quite well over the last couple of years. I've had quite a good crop of actual tomatoes, so I think they're ready now actually to be potted on. They're looking quite healthy, so I think they need to now go into the bigger pots. So Sun Gold these are. I've got two what's names of Sun Gold, 2 lots, 2 different seeds, 1 different packet, so I'll give them a go. I had them a couple of years ago and they were actually very, very sweet, so I'm hoping they're going to be the same again this year. The ones I done last year, Gardener's Delight, I wasn't too impressed with them, to be honest with you, so I'm going to give these a go again. So I've got a good mixture here. I'm really pleased with this compost of mine, what I've actually done. It's looking really rich, so I'll put a full mixture of that in. I've got about 8 pots, so I'll put a full pot of this into my mixing bowl. So I'll full one of them in. Put one of them, and now I'm going to put a full pot of. Right, so what I've seen on YouTube is actually you can actually bury your tomato plants quite deep. So I'm going to take the advice I've seen on YouTube, quite deep, a little bit more of that out, I think, let it go down, and let's pack the soil up around the plants, so it's nice and deep in there. As I say, this one is called Sun Gold. So pack it nicely tight in, and I can already see little side shoots coming, so I'm going to nip them out now Put them out the way. And that is one planted. Second one. Again, sun gold. It's got a nice little root system here, as you can see that. It's formed quite well. Right, yeah, you can see the nice root system on that. Lovely. Taken well. Take a little bit out, so you have to go further down, and then filling around us again. I've got 8 of these to do. Well, actually, I think I've got 8 pots, but I think I've got 12 plants, so I'm going to have to get myself a few more pots to carry on. But I won't bore you anymore with that. As I say, I'll just take the side shoots out of this one ready. So let us get the growth on them leaves. So that's them 2 done, and I won't bore you anymore with that. So that's me started planting my tomato plants. It's the 27th of April, so in the greenhouse. I think I'm a little bit late, but I don't know. Still plenty of time in the season to go. Okay, there's 4 of my sun gold tomato plants planted. Just going to water them in now. Give them a good water. I'll leave them. I'll do the rest. I should get 8 done today at least. And what I actually do with them is, when I take the stage. I got this staging for my plants. I take the staging out as the year goes on, and I put them all down there coming up, and I dismantle that, put it away till next winter, ready for me to start all over again. Right, pots filled up, ready now for me cucumbers. So I've got the cucumbers. I've only got 2 going at the moment. This one here. This one here, nice little, looks a nice little plant. Take that one out. Go on that one. And another one here. I think I will start some more off, because I do like cucumber. We use a lot of cucumber, so I started there. Then I'll get them going anyway. It's come out of its pot with a nice root system anyway, as you can see. So it's lovely. So that's ready. It's going in, ready for me to plant it. I won't bore you with that, but that's where them 2 are going. Right, it is Sunday, and I have left me kale till the following day to put in, so I'm going to plant this lot there. There's what is it? There's 10 there, and there's 10 there to be put in. 2 different sorts of kale, but I'll get them in this morning now. Weather again is not that it's not that good. It's quite cold, quite miserable. We'll put them in our plot here, plot 3, which I dug over yesterday and raked out, and it's looking good. Okay, so I'm going to put these lettuces at the other end. As you can see, they've all come up well in there, and I think it's time that I actually plant them out now, otherwise they're going to overgrow them pots. So I'll put a few in here. that's what I'm going to be doing for the rest of the, well, this hour anyway. It's the leeks I decided to put in the same bed, which you can see I've got my lettuce at and my kale in the middle, and I'll put some leeks with this end. And what I've done is, I've done a small trench, I've put bone meal at the bottom, I'm just placing a couple of longs to go along. I'm only doing 2 rows in this bed. I might do another bed somewhere else later on, because I want some spring onions as well, so I'll do that. So all I'm doing here is just ramming them back in. The weather, I just can't believe. 1 minute it's warm, next minute you get that wind, and it can be quite chilly. So I'll throw one in there. So there, let's come that in now. Take my little trench. All I'm doing is, I'm just moving the soil to one side, just digging a little trench, just like that. Helping bone meal along. Leeks, separating them, just laying them down first. Got a few over here. I could even give them away to somebody who wants some. Firm them in. Mind you, we like leeks because Sue likes making putting them in the soups and the different things. So
homemade soup.
The homemade soup. So that's it. So 2 rows of leeks. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 rows of kale. 3 rows of lettuce. Just hope it's not too cold. I don't need it. I think we're only going to get better now. Right. Okay. Is that bed planted out? I've got Sue, my wife, what she likes doing. She's watering them. She does them every day for me while I'm out at work. So she does all the hard work, really, not me. I just pretend to do it.
You plant and I water and look after.
That's right.
And I pick them and cook.
Well, that's why we plant them, innit, for cooking. Right, as you saw last week or so, I actually started some geraniums off in water, and they rooted quite successfully. These don't seem to be taken with any roots, but they're still alive. So what I'm actually going to do, I'm not leaving them any longer. I'm going to put them in a little bit of gel and put them in a bit of potting compost, and let's see if they actually take from there. I think they will, to be honest, because geraniums are pretty easy to start up. So that's it, planted out. So I'll put that in the greenhouse, give it a good water, and I've got a couple more to do, so I won't bore you with that. These are the radish I planted on the 24th of March. Absolutely lovely. Actually taste lovely as well. I've had a good few of them, so I'm pleased with them. So they've come on well. I've just planted another batch now to take over from these, because I don't want them to go too woody, so we'll start eating these as while the weeks go on, I would imagine. And I hope we've had a very good weekend this weekend. As you can see, a little tour of now, as I showed you before. But the netting over that's all planted out. Lettuce, kale, and me leeks. I've also changed that one, taken the canes out and used the piping instead. And the same over here. And my small one, there's my onions and my beetroot in here. I've had a little